Hello. Please rise for the academic procession.
Please remain standing for the Institute song.
शिक्षण से छेड़े शोध और शिक्षण से छेड़े मानव मूल्यों का अभियान समाज चेतना का दीप जलाकर समाज चेतना का दीप जलाकर देश को पहुँचाए
Please take your seats. I now request the Director TISS to declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open.
I request the Director to present the annual report.
our esteemed chief guest for today's convocation, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, respected Sri Vijay Singh, Interim Chairman, Governing Board, members of the Governing Board and of the Academic Council, graduating students, staff and faculty, parents and relatives of graduating students, and all other guests present in the audience. I warmly welcome you to the 83rd Convocation of the Tata Institute of Social Sciences. And as the director, it is my privilege and honor to present the Institute's annual report for academic year 2022-2023. As I capture the activities and achievements of the academic year between 25th July 22 and 16th May 23, I do so with immense gratitude. Grateful that after more than 2 years, we were fully back in our campuses, in brick and mortar classrooms, interacting with students and colleagues in real time and real settings. And as I step back to reflect on the year, I'm impressed by the way the TISS community put the pandemic behind to forge ahead with determination and commitment on its scholarly pursuits and academic journey. I thank each one of you for playing your part in helping us spring back from the devastating global disaster. Let me begin by first sharing news about where TISS stands today among its academic peers on various parameters. The NIRF ranked TISS 60th among all Indian universities for the year 2022. And I'm pleased to inform, this year we got a global ranking as well. In the 13th edition of the QS World University Rankings by Subject Sociology, the institute is ranked within 201 to 250 band, and this QS Rankings, as you may know, offers a comparative analysis of more than 15,700 individual programs at 1,594 universities across 93 countries in 54 academic disciplines and 5 broad faculty areas. This is indeed a proud moment for all of us, and from here on, we strive for a still better global ranking. This ranking has been made possible on the strength of the publications of our faculty in high-quality journals and established publishing houses, the range of our academic programs, and the social relevance of our research and field engagement. TISS was ranked in the platinum band with A++ grade in the Outcome-Based Education Rankings, OBE Rankings 2022, and is positioned as the premier institution for academic excellence in India. The MDRA India Today Rankings 2022 awarded TISS the first rank for social work program in India, a record 5th consecutive time, and overall 8th rank in the general universities category. In the Sustainable Institution of India ranking of the Green Rankings 23, TISS Mumbai campus was placed within the platinum band for sustaining a green campus. But our off campuses are not far behind. The Tuljapur campus has been selected as a runner in the category Beyond the Campus of the 2023 Star Campus Awards. This award, created by the Earth Day Network India, recognizes institutions for following outstanding environmental practices. Tuljapur campus has been using solar plant, watershed, and biogas plants, and is also promoting the 10 Gunte concept and developing biodiversity park through social forestry. In the coming week, it is organizing the Organic Farm Mela with 1,000 farmers visiting the campus. I'm extremely proud to announce the launch of the prestigious Jal Jeevan Mission Chair of the Ministry of Water at the Institute School of Habitat Studies. Beginning in August 2022, this chair is offered to TISS for 5 years and is presently occupied by Professor Amita Bhide, who will be working on the issue of decentralized governance in rural water supply. Continuing with the good news, it gives me immense joy to share the news published in the Gazette of India dated 29th August 2022 about the appointment of Professor D.K. Srivastava of the School of Management and Labor Studies, TISS Mumbai, to the prestigious post of Vice Chairman of the University Grants Commission. TISS community is proud to have Professor Srivastav as the second TISS faculty in the UGC after Professor Armaiti Desai, former TISS director, who occupied the highest position in the commission as its chairperson from 1995 to 1999. India, as you all know, is the proud host of G20 this year, and it is a matter of prestige that TISS has been invited as the technical partner to support the Ministry of Education in its G20 Education Working Group meetings. A team of faculty and research staff of the Center of Excellence in Teacher Education is doing live rapporteuring of meetings and preparing event reports and compendium for the ministry. TISS was also the co-organizer of one working group event at Amritsar during March 2023. The year marked the launch of National Education Program Policy 2020, aligned degree programs at the Institute. We began the year by launching our first 4-year UG programs. From Guwahati campus, the BA in Social Science. From Tuljapur campus, the BA in Social Work and Social Science. And from Mumbai campus, the Bachelor of Science in Data Analytics and Sustainability Studies. 2 innovative MA programs were also launched. Hyderabad School of Public Policy and Governance, in collaboration with the National Institute of Urban Affairs, inaugurated a master's and a diploma program in cities and governance. A unique master's degree program in international electoral management and practices was launched in December by the School of Development Studies in Mumbai campus. This was in collaboration with the Election Commission of India and the India International Institute of Democracy and Election Management. This blended 2-year master's program involving classroom teaching and integrated field practicum aims to meet the global demand for qualified electoral professionals and capacity development of current officials managing elections in various countries. TISS became the first university in the country to formally launch 2 new international dual degree programs in September as part of the NEP 2020 initiatives. The first program, MA in International Development Practice, was announced in collaboration with Monash University, Australia, and the second MA in Social Entrepreneurship and International Business with Queen Mary University of London. 10 students are presently enrolled in these 2 dual degree programs. In recognition of the strength of our academic programs, we were invited for building several strategic academic partnerships during this year. The major partnerships include MOUs with the government of Rajasthan to build and strengthen the Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Governance and Social Sciences in Jaipur, with Karnavati University to promote academics, research and field immersion through faculty and scholar exchange, with Jagadguru Nanak Dev Punjab State Open University, Patiala, for strengthening social science teaching and research at that university, between the Center of Excellence in Teacher Education and the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Pune, to offer joint teaching program for school teachers to specialize in teaching science subjects, an MOU between School of Vocational Education and Samagra Siksha, Maharashtra, under the Maharashtra Young Leaders Aspiration Development Program for skilling Maharashtra youth. Our growing recognition in professional capacity building sphere has resulted in signing of MOUs with the College of Defense Management, Hyderabad, to offer academic programs for senior defense officials undergoing capacity enhancement training at the CDM. With the Maharashtra State Faculty Development Academy, we have signed the MOU to facilitate training programs and inculcate community engagement practices among faculty and students across disciplines, including faculty at teacher education institutes. With the Madhya Pradesh government, called the MP Nipun Professionals Program, that will train youth in system reforms implementation for transforming public education, and with Bihar Institute of Public Administration and Rural Development for capacity building across all levels of state administrative workforce. On the global platform, we entered into some important and exciting partnerships. The Center of Teacher Education is partnering with Nigeria and the Open University Tanzania in the connected learning for teacher capacity building in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The professional development model is currently being piloted in Nigeria, Tanzania, and Bhutan. More recently, TISS joined La Trobe University, Australia, to advance research on smart city-related projects as part of the Asian Smart Cities Research Innovation Network, together with IIT Kanpur and the BITS Pilani. Other important partnerships were forged with Western Sydney University, with ENS Lyon, France, University of Nantes, France, University of Bern, University of Johannesburg, the Far Eastern University, Philippines, and Erasmus University, Rotterdam, Netherlands. The TISS Incubation Center at the Center for Social Entrepreneurship has created a unique identity for itself in the sphere of training and mentoring marginalized and remotely located communities for social entrepreneurship and social enterprises. The Innovation Center is the official knowledge partner to Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, that is BIRAC, for its SPARSH program that supports young fellow entrepreneurs with mentorship. Ms. Shruti Babu, one of the fellows from BIRAC's SPARSH program, secured an investment of Rs 1 crore and mentoring from 4 leading entrepreneurs on the highly competitive Shark Tank platform. Shruti identified the problem of aging patients and developed a wheelchair with an inbuilt defecation and cleaning assembly. Her venture, Sahayata, which has already started selling the product to hospitals and individual patients, received a big boost through the Shark Tank platform. The Innovation Council also reaches out to youth entrepreneurs in remote places like Jhabua, Jagdalpur, Pulwama, and Kupwara with training and mentoring support. The IC, in partnership with Collective Good Foundation and the Pernod Ricard India Foundation, is currently offering the Transformation Fellowship Program to 14 transgender youth to craft their career goals. And now, the IC's motivational leadership has established e-cells in each of the 4 off-campuses to mentor students for social innovation. Coming to faculty and academics. During the year under review, 365 research projects were ongoing at the institute. Of these, 50 were new projects. TISS faculty produced 531 publications, including 210 peer-reviewed journal articles, 31 authored edited volumes, 120 chapters in books, and 120 other writings. Research scholars produced 38 publications. The institute's publication, the Indian Journal of Social Work, now in its 84th year of uninterrupted publication, brought out a special issue on the theme of family diversity and interventions in India. The field action projects are unique to the institute, and currently 20 field action projects are active. Collectively, these FAPs address a host of societal issues and reach out to a range of marginalized population groups. Besides serving the communities, most FAPs also impact government policies and programs, demonstrate implementable models, and support government in initiating reforms and good practices. I have a few examples here to share. Professor Vijay Raghavan, faculty leader of the FAP Prayas, contributed to India Justice Report 2022, released by Dr. Bibek Debroy, chairperson of Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council. He was also invited to join the 3-member team set up by the Uttarakhand High Court for inspecting state prisons and suggesting reforms based on his own work of prison reforms over several 18 years. Saksham Pravah, the Global Fund-supported program for Central TB Division, is proud to have been invited to design and implement capacity building for TB counseling for the national program, a first in the program's history. During the year, Saksham trained 83 pan-India drug-resistant TB counselors employed under the National TB Elimination Program, developed a pool of 409 master trainers, and trained 1,200 frontline TB staff, thereby strengthening human resource for the crucial National TB Control Program. Saksham Pravah's Saksham Sathi model, with TB survivors trained to undertake telephone counseling for addressing TB stigma, has been integrated with the NTEP in Mumbai Metro by the MCGM. The sustained work of Koshish of the School of Social Work has led to the launch of the National SMILE Scheme for rehabilitation of transgender persons and persons in beggary by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment in February this year. I call The technology-assisted psychosocial counseling service of the School of Human Ecology completed 10 years of counseling in September 2022, reaching more than 3 lakh people in India and 20 other countries. It is recognized as a trusted well-being partner by Facebook Meta and has featured in BBC's Facing Forward film series. Our faculty, students, and alumni continue to make us proud with recognition through awards, fellowships, and special honors. Professor Satyajit Majumdar, Dean of the School of Management Labor Studies, had the distinct honor of briefing the Honorable President, Srimati Murmu, on proceedings of the Roundtable on Inclusive and Sustainable Development, which he co-chaired as part of the Festival of Innovation at Rashtrapati Bhavan in April this year. Professor Vijay Raghavan was awarded the Director General's Commendation Disc and Commendation Certificate for his outstanding contribution to development of training manuals for prison officers and staff. Then this was by the Bureau of Police Research and Development, Ministry of Home Affairs. Anjali Montero and KP Jayashankar, retired professors from the School of Media and Cultural Studies, were conferred with the prestigious Professor Satish Bahadur Lifetime Achievement Award for outstanding contribution to film education by the National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad. Rafiq Sheikh, a senior research coordinator in the Center of Excellence in Teacher Education, and Shalini Soni, MA Education Batch 2021, received the Swachhata Sarathi Fellowship 21-22. This fellowship is an initiative of the Office of Principal Scientific Advisor to the PMO under its Waste to Wealth mission to study and provide solutions to manage waste. Rafiq Sheikh designed a microplastic pollution module for collecting, detecting, and enumerating microplastic in household dust using the innovative fold scopes, which are high magnification microscopes that can be assembled using low-cost materials. Shalini Soni collaborated with local schools in Raigad, Chhattisgarh for a 7-week educational program on waste management. The objective of this program was to encourage and empower schools with the I can mindset to work towards a minimal waste lifestyle. Students Buran Praveen, Anagha Unikrishnan, and Vishnu Priya from the School of Health System Studies won the first prize, while Dikshita Pariyarkar, Parth Tiwari, and V. Amrita, School of Habitat Studies, won the third prize in the event Fight Cancer, Find the Cure, organized by The Week magazine and LIC. PhD scholar Aneka Paul from the School of Social Work won the first prize for her oral presentation at the National Conference of Children's Palliative Care, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Pranav Manghat, the student from MA in Human Resources Management and Labor Relations, batch 22-24, received the Economic Times National Award for the Best Student in Management. Organized in association with the Divang Mehta Foundation, the 29th edition of this award saw the participation of more than 50 colleges from 28 states. The top prize comprised Rs 2 lakhs with a free pass to the World HRD Congress. Abhishek Thakur, MA Social Work batch of 2009-11, and currently pursuing his PhD from TISS Mumbai, was presented with the National Award for the Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities for 2021 and was felicitated by the Honorable President of India, Srimati Murmu. Kritagya Kriti and Simran Agarwal, MA Social Entrepreneurship, both international students from Nepal, were awarded the first prize at Samavesh, a national level case study competition. Satyam Gautam from the Social Work in Criminology and Justice batch 22-24 and Ravindra Sharma, Social Work CODP batch of 22-24 were awarded the best draft resolution under the C20 civil track theme of social inclusivity for global unity. Mr. Digambar Bagul, PhD scholar with the Independent Center for Studies in Sociology of Education, was conferred with the Angels of Mumbai Award by the Free Press Journal for his intervention in the Swadhar Yojana. Digambar's efforts led to upgrading the income ceiling of GOI PMS scholars for SC and ST students from Rs 2 lakhs to 2.5 lakhs and from 1 lakh to 1.5 lakhs for OBC students. Samriddhi Bharadwaj, MA Social Work, Community Organization and Development Practice from TISS Guwahati off-campus was awarded the first position in the Mayor's Speech competition at Prajantra National Youth Festival, where she spoke as the Mayor of Guwahati. We are happy to share that our alumna Manisha Wala won 2 bronze medals in the Asian Kickboxing Championships held in Bangkok in December 2022. And finally, Saroj from the School of Social Work in Public Health, batch of 16-18, has been selected for the prestigious Chevening Scholarship for 22-23. And news has just come in that Bhatta Meghwal from the School of Habitat Studies 2018 batch has now been given a very prestigious scholarship, competitive scholarship to study in the University of Delft in Netherlands. Through the year, we forged strong connections with our alumni, who responded enthusiastically to the call for augmenting membership and contributing to their alma mater in innovative ways. The batch of 1981-83 of erstwhile Urban and Rural Community Development celebrated their 40th year of graduation with a reunion at the Institute and pledged financial support, while Suraj Kishore of the batch graced the Institute Day function and gave a CSR donation of rupees 10 lakhs. Alumni efforts overall garnered a sum of nearly rupees 24 lakh, and I think this is set to grow with all of you now turning into alumni status very soon. At this 83rd annual convocation of TISS being held at the Mumbai campus, 970 students and scholars will be conferred degrees. In today's second session of the convocation, 333 of you will be receiving your master's degree in various programs like School of Health System Studies, School of Development Studies, School of Habitat Studies, Center of Excellence in Teacher Education, and the LLM degree program. A batch of 270 students received their degrees yesterday, and another of 367 students will receive degrees in the next session to be held today. Friends, as we conclude the academic year 22-23, we express our sincere gratitude to the Ministry of Education and the University Grants Commission for extending financial support, and to the various other ministries and funding organizations for their generous goodwill. Our sincere thanks to the Chief Ministers of Telangana, Assam, and Maharashtra, and the secretaries and other officials in state ministries for their cooperation. Our special thanks to Tata Trust for the financial support and goodwill extended to the Institute. We are also immensely grateful to the organizations and individuals who offered scholarships, fellowships, and aid in kind for our needy and deserving students. Our graduating students have been placed in various public and private organizations, including Tata companies, for which we are very, very grateful. We thank Sri Vijay Singh, Chairman of our Governing Board, for his generous support with his time and valuable guidance. Sincere appreciation is also due to esteemed members of the Governing Board, the Finance Committee, and the Academic Council for their role in our growth and progress. The faculty, the administrative, secretarial, and support staff, students, and all officials contributed to making 2023 yet another memorable year during which we supported each other in bouncing back from a devastating pandemic to regain our dynamism and campus vibrancy. Finally, on behalf of the TISS community and on my own behalf, I thank the chief guest of today's convocation function, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, for gracing the occasion and agreeing to deliver the convocation address. Given your vast experience of working in the public health field and being the most familiar Indian face on global television during the entire pandemic, I am sure you would connect quite meaningfully with our programs and the graduating students. Welcome you. Before I close, I wish the graduating students the very best in their personal and professional lives. With grateful and sincere appreciation to all my colleagues and students, and to everyone present here, thank you.
Thanks, Professor Bharat. I now request the director to award the degrees.
The Academic Council of the Tata Institute of Social Sciences recommends that 55 students of the Master of Hospital Administration, 39 students of the Master of Public Health in Health Administration, 24 students of the Master of Public Health in Social Epidemiology, 21 students of the Master of Public Health in Health Policy, Economics and Finance, 40 students of Master of Arts in Development Studies, 20 students of Master of Arts in Women's Studies, 19 students of the Master of Arts and Master of Science in Environment, Climate Change and Sustainability Studies, 19 students of the Master of Arts and Master of Science in Regulatory Policy and Governance, 17 students of Master of Arts and Master of Science in Urban Policy and Governance, 19 students of Master of Arts and Master of Science in Water Policy and Governance, 16 students of Master of Arts in Education, 7 students of Bachelor of Education, Master of Education Integrated Program, 37 students of Master of Laws in Access to Justice, who have satisfactorily fulfilled the academic requirements of the Institute, may be admitted to the said degree. Now, therefore, by virtue of the authority vested in me as Director of the Institute, I have the honor to declare that the respective Master of Arts, Master of Science, and Master of Public Health degrees from Mumbai campus may be awarded to these students who are present and those others in absentia.
Now I call upon all the graduating students to rise for the oath ceremony. I now request the director to administer the oath.
Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that, if admitted to the degrees for which you have qualified, you will, in your daily life and conversation, conduct yourselves as becoming members of the Institute? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that, to the utmost of your opportunity and ability, you will use your power for the promotion of true learning and in the service of your fellow people? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise that you will faithfully and diligently fulfill the duties of the profession to which you will eventually belong, and that you will, on all occasions, maintain its purity and reputation? Let the candidates be presented by the respective deans and chairpersons for the award of degrees.
You can take your seats. Now I request the Dean School of Health System Studies to invite the students graduating with Master of Hospital Administration, Master of Public Health in Health Administration, Master of Public Health in Social Epidemiology, and Master of Public Health in Health Policy, Economics, and Finance to receive their degrees.
Very good morning to everybody, and heartiest congratulations to all my students of the School of Health System Studies. I believe it is 2 years of culmination of very hard work and dedication. First goes to Masters of Hospital Administration, Akshay Kumar Mathur. Alisha Padida. Archana Singh. Barnice D. Priya. Binja P. Chitranshi Jain. Himani Sanjay. Jayendra Arola. Kartik R. Honali. Kansala B. Sahita. Latika K. Kokhade. Mandhare K. Deepak. Manish Kumar. Megha Kumar. Nagvekar Parag. Naranje S. Raju. Neha K. Katke. Nestle Varghese. Nikhil R. Deshpande. Nipun Srinivas. Norman Lepcha. Pranika Dibedi. Power T. Keru. Priyush Sharma. Pramoda Bandadu. Priyam A. Khatri. Purva R. Anand. Rahat, Rahul Dange, Rishabh Dharnal, Ritu P. Wankar, Rituparna Dubey, Rohit Parashar, Rohit S. Dorle, Samarth R. Joshi, Sangeeta Manoj, Shatam K. Panda, Sanabas P., Shivani Bhatt, Shivani Dogra, Sobia Soyab, Siddhika Devangan, Shimran Raina, Somnath R. Power, Sonam Solanki, Suchi Patiala, Sudhir K. Gond, Suhash Khupchandani, Walde V. Srikumar, in absentia, Arisha Suman, Hiralal Pajapati, Javed M. Khan, Samira Mathu, and Sunil S. Mani. Masters of Public Health in Health Administration, Nutan Misra. Agha में अंजलि जिनवार, Ashwarya S. Iyer, Anisha P. Sende, Clara D. K. Fankan, D. Tejashri Naidu, Ishani Ghoshal, Mahesh K. Singh, Mansi Raj, Mayuri Mampi, Missy S. Lucy, Nilam M. Siddiqui, Nikita S. Mahaske, Nikita Yadav, Parul Singh, Poppy Pegu, Predna R. Ghodake, Prajapati B. Bhavish, Rahul K. Kheer, Rakshita Anand, Rohan Thorat, Rupika Salwan, Rucha Wankhede, Safa Mariam Tike, Sanika A. Pawade, Salaka A. Tulaskar, Srikant V. Walunj, Shruti Mandal, Shubham Kashyap, Shimran, Shruti MP, Suhaina KS, Syed S. Ahmed, SSP Sharma, Jingham Arif, in absentia, Alaka R. Panigrahi, Kadam D. Digambar, Sristri, and Mahesh N. Astankar. Masters of Public Health in Social Epidemiology, Ashma Yadav. Sorry, it is Health Policy, Economics and Finance. I declare for Masters of Public Health in Health Policy and Finance. Akil Hassan, because Akil Hassan Hussain, Bikas Barik, Gunjan Sharma, Jasila T, Ketiki Charde, Nilakshi Devi, Poonam Sharma, Pradeep M. Parsure, Pulkita Prem, Raghu M. Verma, Sheikh Basra, Siddhi S. Chaudhary, Sohan C. Drukkar, Ubika Durrani, Vaishnavi T. Mahatre, Varsha D. Bikhani A. Kishore Bhai, Vivek J. Pal, in absentia Himani Goyal, Nimisha Maheshwari, Priyanka Devi. Masters of Public Health in Social Epidemiology, Ashma Yadav. Deep Kumar Su, Gandhar C. Kharkar, Gita B. Rai, Harshita Gupta, Jagtab Yamini S, Kanchan Nikam, Krupa S. Maikar, Lakshmi M. Nair, Megha Bhandari, Modi Janki Umesh Bhai, Patel Jeba Faruqi, Raj Soni, Rosiam Liani B, Rosalie D. Gaikwad, Sachin D. Bansode, Saurabh S. Mandada, Samika Meet, Somia S. Daniel, Shubhashini Kumari, Usrupati Yashishwini, in absentia Chandrika Mandal, Samapti Ramya, and Unnati Adhikari. Thank you.
I now request Professor Anita Rath from the School of Development Studies to invite the students graduating with Master of Arts in Development Studies and Master of Arts in Women's Studies to receive their degrees.
Good morning. On behalf of School of Development Studies, I congratulate each and every graduating student today. I invite the graduating students of MA in Development Studies program to come to the stage for the award of degree. As per the announcement, Akshat Sonia, Sangeet Burma, Sashwat Sukla, Shivam Mishra, Aditya Malhotra, Anshumala, in absentia, Arpit Bankawat, Ashutosh Goyal in absentia, Ashwini Kumar Tiwari, Ashwin H, Dibyanshu Kumar, Prithvikant in absentia, Gajendra Mani, Hanan Gapur, Himanshu Kumar, Ritika Vasnik, Ishita Dhar, Jitasri Dole, Josika Mahendru, Kapil Dabu, Naveen Hari, Nepuni Kayo in absentia, Nisha Pilania, Paritosh Swarnkar, Rajat Mandre, Rashmi Sukla, Ritisha Gupta, Rosaline Rongpi, in absentia, Saurav Ashok Swami, Saurav Anand, in absentia, Sivangi Gupta, Sonali Singh, Saurav Kumar, Swarnalata Wankhade, Thangin Hao Bete, Tharun R, Ujjwal Kore, Vidyanchal Sachan, Vrinda Dhar, and the last candidate, Yes Srivastav. I now invite the graduating students of Women's Studies program for the award of the degree. Anchal Saxena, in absentia, Anila Imam, in absentia, Anil Kumar Giri. Anjali Jose, Ankita Kundu, Anusha Mishra, B. Shreya, Dipsika Sahu, Le Thomas, in absentia, Manisha Parida, Muskan Soni, Pranali Ranjevar, Raksha Saini, in absentia, Ruhi Afreen, Saima Hussain, Simanti Chakladar, Srayali Sinde, Srinkhala, in absentia, Soden Wangdi, and the last candidate, Vaidehi. Thank you.
I now request the Dean, School of Habitat Studies, to invite the students graduating with Master of Arts and Master of Science in Environment, Climate Change and Sustainability Studies, Regulatory Policy and Governance of Urban Policy and Governance, Water Policy and Governance to receive the degrees.
Thank you, Professor Palo. Good morning and congratulations to all graduating students, specifically my students from School of Habitat Studies. MA and MSc in Environment, Climate Change and Sustainability Studies. Aisha Sipa. G. Shushanki. Ketki Sharat Kamble. Malvika Tampi. Muhammad Sataj Khan. Mrigana Prabha. Praveen Bharat Uble. Priyanka Arun. Riya Gag. Richa Mishra. Sharat Chandran. Shantanu Pradeep. Ayachit. Sonakshi Yadav. Srilekha Subha. Swati and Das. Taslima Rahi. Utkash Srivastava. Varun Goyal. And Iva Nara in absentia. Next, MA, MSc, Regulatory Policy and Governance. Aniket Wadkuli. Bondade Chetan Rashtrapalji. Diksha S. Dikshida Paryaka. Lavate Prasad Bavra. Bande Pranav Dunta. Padvardhan Rohit Ramesh. Shetty Niti Nityanand. Sonia Singh. Shripad Ainavolu. Sunakshi Shankar. Swadija. Tanmoy Das. Vineet Kant. Ayush Jodh, Gagme, Rai Priyanshu Sanjeev Bai, and Srishti Katoch in absentia. Next, MA, MSc in Urban Policy and Governance. Ankita Chanda. Hamad Ahmad. Komal Mirdha. Manish Kumar, Mansi Naidu, Nudan Prabha Dungut, Ranu Duhan, Rifan Rahim, Rijwal Ladha, Rijwal, Sargam Chowdhury, Sreyank, Sunanda Ramaswamy, Surbi Gojra, Boka Rochil, Muskan Bhatt, Rajat Chandra, Saloni Das in absentia. Next, MA MSc in Water Policy and Governance, Prashant Ubadhyay, Asmita Anil Bandakar, Bhavana Fukan, Divyansha Arora, Kishle Ranjan, Komal Namdev Dalvi, Kunal Gaudam Kashyap, Prajwal Ramdas Chand Kapure, Pranit Thakre, Sanobar Imam, Shiv Shankar D, Shivani Ilangovan, Srishti Pandey, Upasana Roy Chowdhury, Varsha B, Rane Viraj Savalram, Jadav Vishal Patmakar. In absentia, Simran Arora and Pemshang Lukiham. Thank you.
I now request the Chairperson, Center of Excellence in Teacher Education, to invite the students graduating with students of Master of Arts in Education, Bachelor of Education and Master of Education integrated to receive their degrees.
All of us at the Center of Excellence in Teacher Education warmly congratulate our graduating batch of students, the third batch of our MA Education, and the very first batch of the B.Ed. M.Ed. Mansi Sridhar. Abhinav Prasoon. Amrita Gupta. Ashwini Bhongade. Bushra Praveen, Deepak, Fatma Zohra, Kajal Sunil Gupta, Mohammad Suhaib, Obed Khalko, Prashant Jibakhate, Riddhi Nikam, Shiksha Rawal, Shramana Mukherjee, Shubham Dikshit, and Sneha Naresh. From the B.Ed. M.Ed. program, Chitra Kumari, Jonathan Koshi, Purnima Meshram, Shan Kumar Nazare, Smriti Shovna, and Aditi Malik and Chiti Sharma in absentia.
I request the Dean, School of Law, Rights and Constitutional Governance to invite the students graduating with Master of Laws, access to justice to receive their degrees.
Congratulations to all the students graduating in Master of Laws in Access to Justice. Arushi Malik. Abdul Kareem Ansari. Abhimanyu Arya. Agna Prem. Akshay Anand Maske. Amit Chandra. Aniket Johan Kurne. Anima Anjuri. Bhuvan Raj Seth. Devansh Sharma. Dini Lily KJ. Gaurav Dhakulkar. Geet Mehra. Kulkarni Nidhi Bindu Madhav. Labni Haldar. Mehmedi Ashish Reddy in absentia, Malvika Hari Kumar. Manish Kumar Pal. Mohammad Arsh Shere in absentia. Mohammad Hamza Hussain. Mukul Deo. Nausheen Akhtar. Nehal Suresh Sarkate. Nitya Trivedi. Paurush Raj. Sachin Singh Dalal. Shivani Kumari. Shivashish Kuzur. Shubham Jaiswal in absentia. Subhendu Shekhar in absentia. Sonal Seetal Ikka. Suman Barman. Tithi Niyogi. Ujjwal Astush in absentia, Vishal Singh in absentia, and Anubha Mishra. Thank you.
By virtue of authority vested in me as director of the Institute, I admit you to your respective degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Public Health, and those graduating students in absentia with all the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities, and I charge each of you to prove worthy of the degree throughout your life.
Now I request the Deputy Director, TISS, Professor Bino Paul, to read out the message of Sri Vijay Singh, Chairman Governing Board of TISS, and subsequently to introduce the Chief Guest.
Message from Chairman, Governing Board, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, at the 83rd Convocation ceremony of batch of 2023 on May 12th, 2023 at Mumbai. To all the graduating students, a hearty congratulations on reaching this wonderful milestone. I'm delighted that the class of 2023, representing nearly all the states of India, who joined the campuses of TISS at Mumbai and Tuljapur to pursue their dream academic programs, are today going to be conferred their well-deserved degree. I'm sure that each one of you has enormously progressed in terms of your capabilities during your coursework, and that you now have far greater competencies than what you began your studies at TISS. I'm also sure that the process of earning your degree, you have acquired intellectual strength and imbibed the rich ethos of TISS that you shall apply to build and support an equitable, gender-just, and sustainable world. My dear graduates, your accomplishments at TISS are impressive. All the same, at this juncture, it's important to acknowledge all those who have been part of your journey. You have been supported as much by the faculty, staff, and other peers at the Institute as by your parents, friends, and relatives. Several of you have been supported by generous donors and central and state government fellowships. I would like you to join me in thanking these institutions and individuals who have helped you realize your dreams. I'm very confident that every new graduate passing out of the hallowed portals of TISS has the ability to draw on its ethos to reimagine the futures. Going forward, we will await news of your leadership, your success, and your contributions to society with a great deal of keenness. Congratulations once again, and all the very best for a bright future. Vijay Singh, Chairman, Governing Board, Tata Institute of Social Sciences. Friends, it's my honor to introduce Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan. Dr. Soumya Swaminathan was most recently World Health Organization's Chief Scientist and previously Deputy Director General for Programs. During the pandemic, Dr. Soumya played a key role coordinating scientific efforts at World Health Organization. A pediatrician from India and globally recognized researcher on tuberculosis and HIV, she has 30 years' experience in clinical care and research, working throughout her career to translate research into impactful programs. Dr. Soumya was the Secretary to Government of India for Health Research and Director General of Indian Council of Medical Research from 2015 to 2017, and focused on bringing science and evidence into health policy making, building research capacity in Indian medical schools, also forging South-South partnerships in health sciences from 2009 to 2011. She served as coordinator of UNICEF, UNDP, World Bank, WHO Special Program for Research and Training in Tropical Diseases. She received her academic training in India, the United Kingdom, and the United States of America. She is a prolific author, published more than 480 peer-reviewed publications and book chapters. Dr. Soumya is a fellow of the US National Academy of Medicine, the Academy of Medical Sciences of the UK, and fellow of all the science academies in India. Dr. Soumya has received several honorary doctorates, including from Karolinska Institute, EPFL, Lausanne, and the London School of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene. She serves on several national and global advisory bodies and committees. On behalf of Tata Institute of Social Science Community Collective, I wholeheartedly welcome Dr. Soumya Swaminathan. Thank you.
Based on their excellent academic performance, the meritorious students are being awarded the prizes, medals, and shields of the Institute. I have the honor to request the Chief Guest, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, former Chief Scientist, World Health Organization, Geneva, who will later subsequently deliver the convocation address, to kindly give away the prizes, medals, and shields to the respective awardees. Dr. Swaminathan.
The Institute Gold Medal Alumni Association of Health Administrators Chapter Shield and Prize instituted by the MHS students in 2000, 2002 batch, 2001 and 2 batch to the best student in the Master of Public Health in Health Administration, and also to the prize to the best research project in the Master of Public Health in Health Administration is awarded to D. Tejaswari Naidu. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student in the Master of Public Health in Health Administration, Prajapati Bijal Prabes. Institute Gold Medal, Alumni Association of Health Administrators Chapter, Shield and Prize instituted by the MHS students in 2001 and 2 academic year to the best student in the Master of Hospital Administration, and also the MK Tata Prize to the best student in the Master of Public Health in Health Administration and Hospital Administration goes to Konasala Bijay Sahitya. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student in the Master of Hospital Administration, and also the prize to the best research project in the Master of Hospital Administration, Suyas Anil Kubchandani. Institute Gold Medal and Shield to the best student, Master of Public Health, Health Policy, Economics and Finance, Nilakshi Devi. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student, Master of Public Health, Health Policy, Economics and Finance, Poonam Sharma. Prize to the best research project in Master of Public Health, Health Policy, Economics and Finance, Sohan Chandraprakash Durukar. Institute Gold Medal and Shield to the best student, Master of Public Health, Social Epidemiology, Jagtap Yamini Shashikant. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student, Master of Public Health, Social Epidemiology, and also the prize to the best research project, Master of Public Health, Social Epidemiology, Patel Jeba Farooq. Institute Gold Medal to the best student, MA in Development Studies, Kapil Dabu. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student, MA in Development Studies, Hanan Ghapor. Prize to the best research project, MA in Development Studies, Saurabh Kumar. Institute Gold Medal to the best student, MA in Women's Studies, Saima S. Hussain. Professor Chaya Datta, prize to the best research project in MA in Women's Studies, B. Shreya. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student, MA in MA Women Studies, and also the prize and seal to the best student in the field attachment MA Women Studies, Semanti Chakaldar. Institute Gold Medal to the best student, MA MSc in Environment, Climate Change and Sustainability Studies, Sarat Chandra KP. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student, MA MSc in Environment, Climate Change and Sustainability Studies, Malvika Thamti. Prize to the best dissertation, MA MSc in Environment, Climate Change and Sustainability Studies, Priyanka Arun. Institute Gold Medal to the best student, MA MSc, Regulatory Policy and Governance, Tanmay Das. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student, MA MSc in Regulatory Policy and Governance. Also, prize to the best research project, MA MSc in Regulatory Policy and Governance, Diksha S. Institute Gold Medal to the best student, MA MSc in Urban Policy and Governance. Also, prize to the best research project, MA MSc in Urban Policy and Governance, Ranu Dohan. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student, MA MSc in Urban Policy and Governance, Muskan Vaught in absentia. Institute Gold Medal to the best student, MA MSc in Water Policy and Governance. Also the prize to the best research project, MA MSc in Water Policy and Governance, Srishti Pandey. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student, MA MSc in Water Policy and Governance, Kunal Gautam Kashyap. Institute Gold Medal to the best student, MA in Education, and also the prize to the best research dissertation, MA in Education, goes to Busra Parvin. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student, MA in Education, goes to Seti Sneha Naresh. Institute Gold Medal to the Best Student, B.Ed. M.Ed. Integrated, and also the prize to the Best Research Dissertation, B.Ed. M.Ed. Integrated, Smruti Sovna. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student, B.Ed. M.Ed. Integrated, Aditi Malik in absentia. Institute Gold Medal to the best student, Master of Laws, Access to Justice, Arusi Malik. Institute Silver Medal to the second best student, Master of Laws, Access to Justice, and also the prize to the best research project in Master of Laws, Access to Justice, Anakriti Sharma in absentia. The prize and seal to the best fieldwork, Master of Laws, Access to Justice, Agna Prem. Congratulations, everyone.
It's my pleasure and honor of this institute to invite the chief guest, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, to kindly deliver the convocation address. Dr. Swaminathan.
Dr. Shalini Bharat, Vice Chancellor of TISS, esteemed faculty members, and the VIPs of today, the graduating students. Give yourselves a hand. And parents. I think there are few parents here in the hall, but probably many more who are watching and feeling very proud. So firstly, I want to congratulate all of you, those who won special awards and medals, but each and every one of you. You are very fortunate for having been able to study and get a degree from this wonderful institution. Not everybody gets this kind of opportunity. Social sciences is very important in today's day and age. Even though I'm a medical doctor and a biomedical scientist, right from very early in my career, I recognized the importance of social science very much being integrated into what we do, particularly when we talk about public health, but even in the clinic. I think Shalini will remember, we were some of the early people working on HIV/AIDS in India at the time when there was a huge amount of fear and stigma. People did not know, well, there was no cure, no treatment at that time. And so this led to a lot of stigma, discrimination, a lot of misconceptions, and essentially it led to huge problems for people who could have been infected by the husband. Very often we saw young women who were not promiscuous but had been infected by their husband, and yet they would be labeled just because they had HIV as people of poor character. They would be thrown out of their homes, and we've dealt with innumerable families that were broken up, the children that were orphaned. It was a very, very tough time, but at that time it was very clear that without the social and behavioral science inputs, whether it's counseling people, to be able to deal with the multiple issues that were suddenly facing them, the medical part was only one part of it, but usually it was the social and economic consequences of their diagnosis that were much more difficult to treat. Whether it was doing research on stigma and discrimination, and by doing that, we learned a lot about the misconceptions that people had about how this infection spreads or doesn't spread, and that led to a lot of the big behavior change communication programs. And of course, interventions on making change in people's lives. Now, this is actually, even though this was 40 years ago, and eventually treatments were developed again thanks to Indian generic manufacturers. Otherwise, we wouldn't have 38 million people on treatment today globally. And Dr. Yusuf Hamid, deserves a special mention for that. He was the one who pioneered the low-cost, affordable, but quality treatments, which are what are used widely across the world today. Of course, then many other generic companies came on board. But I often used to think back to those days of HIV when I was handling the pandemic at the WHO and thinking, how many of these things are being repeated again? The fact that, yes, there were a lot of unknowns in the beginning. There was a lot of fear and stigma, and all of you saw how people who had, even healthcare workers who were actually helping people with COVID in the hospitals were being asked to vacate their homes, and were being, on one day they were being clapped for, but on the next day they were also being discriminated against. We saw that, then we saw the inequities in access to whether it was oxygen or masks or gloves in the beginning, or whether it was access to diagnostics, vaccines, and drugs, which continue till today. The inequities were very profound. And despite the fact that we've had historical examples of the HIV epidemic and many others, where I remember patients used to ask me, why is it that we don't have these drugs available? We understand it's available in high-income countries. And why is it that my life is less valuable than somebody else's life? And what is the government doing about it? And we really didn't have any answers to this. The same questions were put to me by governments of low-income countries, low-middle, particularly in Africa, because there's no manufacturing capacity at all in Africa for practically any health product. And so we would get calls from presidents, prime ministers, saying, when is the next lot of vaccines going to be delivered to our country? Because while they had still not vaccinated their healthcare workers and elderly, they could see that many countries had gone on to start vaccinating younger people. And despite the best efforts of WHO and the partners to see whether we could have a much fairer allocation framework for things that we knew would be in short supply in the beginning, this really didn't work out the way it should have. And we lost unnecessary lives. It is estimated that even before the end of, by the middle of 2022, there were at least 20 million excess deaths worldwide. But it's also been modeled that the vaccines that were developed so quickly probably saved much more than 20 million lives just in those 2 years after they were rolled out. So there's something fundamentally broken in the system, whether we look at it globally in terms of coming together and agreeing on some common principles and common modes of behavior for things which are global threats. And a pandemic is not the only global threat, as you all know, and there are many graduates here who have done climate change and sustainability and water. And you know that we're now living in an era where all of these actually pose the biggest threat. So while, yes, we could have another virus coming up as a pandemic, but actually what's happening to us today is the impact of climate change on health, either directly through heat and through acute weather events, but also indirectly by affecting water, by affecting food security, and just generally by uprooting families and communities and what are called climate migrants, which you can already see in Africa, this happening, and that leads to conflict. So we have conflict, we have climate change, we had COVID. Hopefully we are coming out of the COVID and settling into an endemic pattern, but one can never predict if there'll be a variant that can cause severe disease again. So we have to be watchful. But I think the challenges that you all face, though the next pandemic and a virus is always hyped up, is not going to be that. It may, of course, but day to day, as I mentioned, it's going to be the impact on people of the changing climate, the increasing environmental pollution, whether it's air pollution, water pollution, pesticides, toxins, heavy metals everywhere that, and of course microplastics. So unfortunately, it's not your fault. I think the generations before you have gone headlong into this mess without recognizing or putting the brakes. And as you know, even the negotiations at the COP go one step further and two steps back as countries do not step up to meet their commitments. So it is really the new generation. I think it's you all who can change the world, and I'm very hopeful that you will, because I've seen so much young people coming forward and being bold and reminding the older generation of things that have gone wrong and how it's time to change, and whether it's to do with inequity, whether it's to do with climate, whether it's to do with livelihoods. I think it's young people who are more sensitive today than we've ever seen before. So a few reflections and lessons from not just the pandemic but from my experience is that, as I said, firstly, data science is very important. It should underpin decisions that we make. And we saw how during the pandemic, but even with climate change, that there's a whole machinery that was generating misinformation and worse, disinformation. And thanks to social media today, these messages actually go viral, they spread extremely rapidly. In fact, these type of messages which create panic or anger or fear spread much faster than a message which is telling you something positive. And so today, there's a whole discipline of infodemics, how to handle this infodemic, which is an overload of information. Certainly, I think all of us experienced that during the pandemic. You're bombarded by information, whether it was a print media, or whether it was social media, or whether it was television, and so on. And you need to be able to pick through which ones are the credible pieces of information. It can be difficult, actually. And I remember a lady in an African country told me that in her country, it's a West African small country, that they believe only what they get on WhatsApp because they don't have much faith in their government officials or public health officials. And so you can imagine that if people are relying on WhatsApp messages to get information, the vaccine uptake in that country was less than 5% because people had become so frightened by the kind of messages that they had seen. So this is not just something which nice, but which we need to do, but it can be life, it can be a matter of life and death. As you know, many people, even in rich countries, did not take the vaccine because of ideology. And there have been many reports of the number of deaths which were totally unnecessary, because in those countries, vaccines were available. It's not like the poor countries where vaccines were not available. There were vaccines and people opted not to take them because of misinformation. So this is here to stay, unfortunately. We see it happening with climate change. We see it, of course, driving also political beliefs. And we know that, there have been case studies where before elections, this type of misinformation was used to change people's moods. So the message really is, what I'm trying to say is that you have to have rational thinking, and we need to develop that amongst our young people, starting from school and going forward, where you do not believe every forward that comes to you on WhatsApp, but rather you apply your mind and say whether, is this credible? One of the things that was going around, if you remember, was Bill Gates is putting chips into everyone. Along with the vaccine, there'll be a little chip that goes in, and then he's going to control the whole world. Now this went around a lot. It was very viral. Now, clearly, whatever imagination you stretch, this is not at all a credible thing which anybody should believe. So whether you're a science student or not doesn't matter, but I think it's the scientific literacy, it's scientific approach, it's scientific methods on how you assess. And I think we need to focus on teaching in our education system, on teaching children, how to distinguish between information that's coming from credible sources. And of course, that also puts a responsibility on government, on public health systems, on public health officials. In this case, in the case of the pandemic, on medical people, because a lot of individuals still have a lot of belief in their doctor or their nurse. And so that continued. Luckily, the trust in doctors did not drop. And even the trust in scientists actually stayed much higher. And the ones at the bottom was trust in politicians and trust in journalists. So when you looked at, this was a survey that was done across many countries. So I think that's something to remember as you go out. Another message, I was talking about the importance of behavior and social sciences, but interdisciplinarity is extremely important in today's world because we're facing very complex challenges, and complex issues need different types of thinking, different disciplines, and different approaches to solve the problems of today. And I would add that participatory decision-making, participatory research are things that we need to do much more of. Very often, as academics, we study a problem and we find a solution, which we then publish, and then we expect that solution should be scaled up. If you actually went and asked the people who were impacted, perhaps they would have had a much better, more practical solution. So this is another thing I learned, that I used to go with preconceived notions, developing a research project, and then when you actually went and sat with the community and spoke to them, then all those preconceived notions were thrown out of the window because the community had very different concerns, priorities, as well as solutions. So this is a lesson I learned very early on. And when we talk about community, there are different kinds of stakeholders. Some of you who work on policy, obviously the policymakers become an important stakeholder. Those of you who will work, and the communities also continues to be an important stakeholder apart from your other academic colleagues. And then finally, I would say that this issue of equity and inclusiveness, and I was happy to see that you have the law and justice program here. I think that's going to be also something very important because we saw that we talked a lot about inequity between countries, high income and low income. But actually, if you look at any country, there were very stark differences in how much people got infected, how the number of people who died between ethnic groups, between socioeconomic groups, and therefore those who are already vulnerable or marginalized for some reason, they had much worse outcomes than those who were in the higher socioeconomic group. So I think anything that we do, any problem that we're trying to solve, I always ask myself this question about who is it benefiting and is anyone being left out and who's being left out. And today we all use digital technologies. Everybody's now talking about using digital technologies and AI and ChatGPT to solve the world's problems. But the risk is, of course, that you'll still have the same group of people. Half the world does not have access to the internet, even though many more people might have access to a simple mobile phone. And more, everything we do really depends on having internet access. So you can see that there will be people, they could be elderly, they could be disabled, or they could be people who can't afford a smartphone. They are the people who could be left out of programs that are entirely digitally designed, and there are many examples, I think, that we know where people get left out of social security benefits because they're not able to operate the digital environment. So I think having that lens when you look at a problem and trying to solve it, so that you're not only solving it for people who are well off, but you're trying to solve it for everyone. And when we talk about climate justice, that is exactly what we mean when we say that high-income countries have contributed maximum to the global warming, but today it's the lowest income countries that are suffering. So where are the floods occurring? Where is the sea level rise occurring? where are these disasters, the droughts occurring. They're mostly in low-income countries because there is enough resilience amongst the high-income countries to manage it. So I think solutions need to be practical. They need to be, of course, cost-effective. And I was happy to see many of you doing research and research projects on very contemporary problems that you see around you today. So I think it's a good year to be graduating. We're out of the pandemic. The last couple of years, I guess, you had online convocations. It's always much better to see everyone in person, and certainly it's very energizing for me to see so many bright young faces in the audience. So go forth, follow your dreams and your passion. Don't give up on your own dreams, and wish you all great success in whatever you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Swaminathan. I now request the Deputy Director, Professor Bino Paul, to felicitate the Chief Guest. I now request Professor Bino Paul to propose the vote of thanks.
Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, the Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Shalini Bharat, Director and Vice Chancellor, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Professor Ramesh Jare, Deputy Director, Tuljapur Off Campus, Professor Asim Prakash, Deputy Director, Hyderabad Off Campus, Professor Kalpana Sarathi, Deputy Director, Guwahati Off Campus, Professor Sasmita Palo, Officiating Registrar, members of the Governing Board, members of the Academic Council, faculty colleagues, staff, service staff, students, parents, and relatives, and distinguished guests in the audience. It's my honor and pleasure to propose the vote of thanks on the 83rd Convocation of the Institute. Indeed, the convocation signifies the legacy and the emergence of a new generation transformed by higher education. On this auspicious day, I extend hearty congratulations to all who graduate. It marks a new journey, vision, and mission. It's reimagining the future as we all work collectively to attain exceptional and uncommon learning. Families wholeheartedly supported us. We express our gratitude to all parents for their support. Our sincere thanks to Mr. Vijay Singh, during Chairperson of the Institute's Governing Board, for his continued support and guidance to the Institute. On behalf of the Institute, we thank Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, for bestowing a precious opportunity to hear insights and wisdom. Indeed, your words inspire all of us to work on sustainable common futures. Your words and achievements will inspire all convocating graduates. Professor Shalini Bharat, the Vice Chancellor and Director of the Institute, led the collective Tata Institute of Social Sciences, processors and teams. She inspired us to tide over difficulties and pave the way for novel thoughts, initiatives, and innovation. We thank you for your exemplary leadership. It's crucial to express gratitude for the shared leadership by off-campuses, deputy directors, especially to generate higher order coherence in governance. Professor Sasmita Palo, the officiating registrar, coordinated and brought a sense of common purpose. We thank Mr. Narendra Mishra and the academic section team under the able leadership of Professor Shahjahan, Dean Academics, and Professor Asha Banu, Dean Student Affairs, for endeavors towards excellence in processes. Mr. Gauri Shankar Kamble, Section Officer, and his team from Examination Unit of the Academic Section deserve special acclaim. The Office of Student Affairs played a role, pivotal role, I would say, in solving grievances and making campus life smoother. This exemplifies shared leadership with common space and purpose. The school deans and center chairpersons played a pivotal role in shaping all learning programs and culminating them in convocation that day. Today, there was exemplary teamwork in making the convocation a reality. The teams were led by Mr. Srinivas Kota, Mr. Sanjay Shah, and Mr. Narendra Mishra and Sharat B, Assistant Registrar Tuljapur of campus. It's worth mentioning, across schools, all secretariats worked towards making the convocation a success. Irrespective of rank and file, people worked as a team to achieve the goal of organizing the convocation. The IT Center Information Technology team, led by Mr. Shivakumar and Mr. Shibu Albert, supported the task of coordinating the convocation. Moreover, the academic processes could only have been completed impeccably with the IT Center's concerted efforts, their ideas and penchant for more innovation. We thank the team led by the librarian, Dr. Sadish Kanamadi of the Sir Dorabji Tata Memorial Library, for their efforts towards facilitating knowledge resources, documenting and archiving, particularly to assure highest levels of research ethics and integrity. The hostel coordination, led by Ms. Nirmala Momin and team, was crucial for the pursuit of the learning processes and making sure the living over here is comfortable and conducive to learning. Thanks are due to the wardens and the hostel staff. We gratefully acknowledge the efforts of the security staff led by Mr. Sunil Wankate. Their care made our system safe and comfortable. And the publication team, led by Ms. Sudha Ganpati, strived hard to document and coordinate publication of the annual report, compiling facts and so on, assuring the integrity, factual integrity. Special thanks are due to the publication unit. Mr. Mahendra Singh, Section Officer, Facilities and Services, and Mr. Litesh and Miss Meenal from the dining hall and guest house staff deserve a special mention for their support and help. I sincerely appreciate Professor Ramaya, the Dean and staff of the Social Protection Office, and the team in supporting and hand-holding students throughout the academic process and session. A special word of thanks to the various bodies, committees, and administrative units whose efficient work keeps the wheel of institute moving. Especially, it's crucial to appreciate special roles played by Student Union, Gender Amity Committee, Maintenance Section, Meeting Section, Computer Section, Finance and Accounts, Library, Dining Hall, Health Center, Media Center, once again Security, not to forget staff in Directors, Deputy Directors and Registrar's Office. Thanks are also due to School of Media and Culture Studies for photography services, also for their creative abilities in designing prize-winning certificates. Several committees have worked behind the scenes to make this program a success, a reality. We appreciate the efforts of all the committees: reception committee, stage management committee, internal security, hospitality, and many more. They all worked as a team, quite coherently. Two entities need special mention. Behind the learning outcomes and processes, it's crucial to mention the role played by secretariats of school and center once again. They are the backbone of our teaching programs. We thank the Doctoral Student Office supporting MPhil and PhD scholars during their research journey. Convocation is a special time in the life of students. Our best wishes to all of you as you step out to take on the world. Thank you.
I now request the director to declare the convocation closed.
I declare the convocation closed.
Please rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे